That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Playing at the line of scrimmage.
132 fighter.
Now on 2nd and 13. Locke. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Denver has a first down on the 15-yard play. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run the toss. It's Lindsey. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Well, we talked about Phillip Lindsay so much last year, but it bears repeating. Undrafted in 2018. The Broncos would sign him in May, and that was a good decision. He would have a 1,000-yard season, 9 touchdowns en route to a Pro Bowl appearance. So from undrafted to playing in the Pro Bowl in 10 months, that's pretty clean living for Phillip Lindsay.
Here we go, here we go. This is 60 or. Pilot, 64, switch.
They look to throw. It's Locke. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
So in their own territory, but they only need a few inches, so they're going to opt to go for this thing. We'll see. Maybe a surprise pass or run. What will they do? We're about to find out. 4th down. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Give them 14 yards there and a Denver first down. Locke now. After the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. They go back to the ground now with Lindsey. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Zadarius Smith able to get him down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, Alpha.
On 2nd down, here's Locke. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Noah Fant, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. As his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. McManus's point after is good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Working from the gun. Rodgers gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3 at the 35-yard line.
These two teams all tied after 1.
With the score tied 7-7.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
Motion. 30. Hey, Echo.
Rodgers going to throw. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Come on, QB, come on.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's got the tight end, Sternberger. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 43.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 43. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Now whistles here, flag down. I think one of the Packer linemen was moving. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Complete to Jones. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 3rd down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Hey, Zoo.
Mike 34, Mike 34. Zoo.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. He's got Adams on the hookup. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10.
Hey, Charlie.
Check 31, check 31.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. He hauls it in. Valdez-Scantling for the Packers touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Packers have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos 1st down.
Ready.
It's a game of 10.
On 1st down, right back to Lindsey. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
6-6, pull it high, 30 base. Ready?
Now Locke. This is the tight end Fant. Yeah, he needed to get to the midfield stripe, but he can't do it. He's about a yard short. A reminder reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And that will force a turnover on downs. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 10 there, good enough for a Packer first down. A CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
34's the mic, 34's the mic. 26. Check in.
Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
Here's Rodgers to throw. He wants it all for the end zone. Good work by that Bronco defense, and it leads to a 4th down. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored one, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
They're going to line up to go for this on 4th down. Rodgers stays on the field.
Inside. Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
Rodgers going to go on 4th down. Pass hauled in by the 6'4" tight end Sternberger. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 13 yards, first down Packers.
50. Hey, high 7.
On first down, Rodgers. His throw incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. Can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. Go, go.
Mike, 34. Double dog, double dog.
Mike.
Check.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Rodgers. And that's complete to Adams. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
Here we go.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. It was Bryce Callahan jarring the ball free defensively. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Here's another 2nd and goal, this time from half the distance closer.
Hey, Delta.
Let's go. Hey, go Mike 34. Mike 34.
And again, it's Rodgers. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Kareem Jackson. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Likely time for just one final play, and then they'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Packers take over first down 10 at their own 26-yard line.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Marquez Valdez-Scantling with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Packers are able to stretch that lead out further. Crosby with the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing, and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Topper! Hey, exit!
Block again here on 2nd and 10. This is Fant on the short completion. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 25 yards there on the catch and run. Fant, the first-round pick out of Iowa, taken 20th overall. Second tight end taken in the draft. Amazingly, the second Iowa tight end taken in the draft is teammate T.J. Hawkinson. 8th overall, he was selected by the Lions. But Noah Fant really wowed everyone in Indianapolis at the Combine, and now trying to parlay that into an impressive NFL career. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
From midfield, here's Locke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Got to give him points for the attempt, but there's just a wave of pressure there. A host of people in the area. Evades a few, but couldn't evade all of them.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Hey, wahoo!
On 3rd and long, it's Locke. And the pressure gets to him again. Zadarius Smith, he's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. The Broncos send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here.
Jump out!
They'll go again to Jones. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Hey, orbit.
Check, 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 check. 25, check 25, check 25.
Hey, 88, 88, 88.
Check, check, check. Flip it down.
On third down, here's Jones. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football, caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rodgers. And this is caught. Mercedes Lewis with a grab. 17 yards on the play there as the Packers have the first down as well.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
The first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. And the Broncos get there and take him down. The sack there by Bradley Chubb. Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And that one knocked away and incomplete. Nice job defensively on what will be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Back now at Lambeau. It's Packer football here as they've got the lead as well to begin the 4th quarter. Here's J.K. Scott now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Elsewhere, a 3rd quarter score. And the Colts have opened it up a bit, leading by 2 scores. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Give them 14 yards there and a Denver first down. So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17.
On the ball.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Lindsey. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Slams. X3. 218. Chopper. Let go.
Another run by Lindsey. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
61, matchbox light.
They'll go for it. It's locked. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on fourth down, this is a big call. So a big chunk of yardage will be marked off there for that PI call.
And now you know why receivers and the guys throwing the ball, they like to collaborate and just heave it up sometimes, because you can get these types of calls that go against the defense. Pass interference, and they gain over 30 yards of real estate on that one.
Block now on first down. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The first defensive back taken in this year's draft, Darnell Savage there to knock that one away. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Locke. And this will be broken up and incomplete. Now a penalty flag down, and they may be going backward here. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Tremont Williams. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in...
Got a man open. It's Adams. Touchdown, Green Bay. Davante Adams, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Crosby connects on the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. This one fielded at the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. From the 41, Locke. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan. And
he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Kyler Fackrell, the linebacker, and he'll bring this all the way up to the 45-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Over. Plant. Move. Go to 50. Hey, you block over here.
Throwing now is Rodgers. And he's got a man open. That's Marshall. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Quick slant there gets him the first down, 6 yards on the play. A fourth quarter score, meanwhile, from Kansas City. And the Ravens now really pouring it on. And if they could hold on to that lead, it would be win number 4 on the season for them.
Hey, here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Jim.
Hey, check 24. Check 24.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And, you know, it wasn't a